What's up? What's up? It's your man, Jimmy Chan. All right, so we're talking about with a given function, how do we find the domain and the range? Domain, simple. The reason is because I see no fractions. I see no radicals, right? So again, domain, let me underline that. Actually, let me just highlight that. Not highlight, but make it red. So no radicals and no fractions. So that tells me that my domain must be all reals, meaning that I can go from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay, so there's no restrictions because there's no radicals and there's no fractions. The range, however, a little bit different, right? The range, I need to figure out what is this parabola doing? Well, a couple of things play into this, right? Number one, I know that this is quadratic. I know this is quadratic. And not just that, I know that this is also a frowny face. Okay, I know it's a frowny face. So that means it has a vertex, which is going to be a maximum, and then it's going to dip back down. So let's find that where that vertex is, because if I know what the vertex is, wherever that y value is must be at the highest point, and then everything else is going towards negative infinity. So I know this is going towards negative infinity, but how high does it go? Okay, so to do that, I have to go, okay, f of x is equal to, I have to separate the first two terms from that last term, right? I got to kick them out. They've outdone themselves. But here on the first two terms, I can pull out a -1. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out -1. And what I have left will be x squared plus 2x. And then I have this plus 3 here. Okay? So this 3 got kicked out of the master bedroom, but clearly not out of the house because they're just in the doghouse. But so the doghouse is typically within the household still, or at least the property. So here I have to find a new c. Actually, let me use purple here. I have to find a new c, and the c is b divided by 2 squared, which in this case is going to be a 2. And this is going to equal to one squared, which is equal to 1. So I have to add 1 here. However, if you notice, -1 times 1 is going to give me -1. So because of that is why I have to actually, how do I want to do this? Because of this, there we go. Because the -1 times a +1 gives me a -1, right? To balance that out, I will have to add 1 here. So this way, I did not change this equation, okay? So now, when I rewrite this, I can rewrite it as f of x is equal to that -1. I have to factor this. And that's actually going to factor out to be x plus 1 squared. And I hope that you guys can see where that plus 1 came from. And then I got to add these two together, so that way it's going to be a plus 4. All right. So when I compare that to the vertex form, it is a times x minus h squared plus k. So if we compare this, that means my vertex, which is h comma k, is now a -1 comma 4. Okay, so that means my vertex, right, my highest point, because that this is a negative, I have a frowny face, so my maximum point here is going to be -1, 4. So that means the highest y value it gets to is 4. So that's why my range, I guess I can come back up here now, my range is actually going to be from -infinity to 4. Actually, it's going to contact 4, so it's going to be actually there. So if I was to put that into symbols, it would be y is going to be less than or equal to 4. All right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is choice D. Actually, I was going to make this a purple, since it's a combination of blue and yellow. I was going to make that purple too. So let's make it purple. I hope that helps. Any questions, let me know. See ya. Bye.